right, welcome to the show, Tomorrow's Leaders, and welcome to 2025. Happy New Year. Welcome to the badass year of 2025. Unbelievable how fast it came. So I hope you had great holidays. I know I did for sure, and it's great to be back with you. I know it's been a little bit, so you'll hear more of me coming up. So I know some of you have said to me, boy, you know what? I love those riddles that you used to do. Where are those riddles? Well, honestly, you just got too damn good for them. So I've had to up the game here. I've had to up my game and search for some of the hardest riddles that are out there. So today I bring you not just a hard riddle, but I bring you the hardest riddle you have ever heard and will ever hear. In fact, it's labeled the hardest riddle in the world. I searched high and low for this. Now, ground rules. No ChatGPT, no Google, no phoning a friend. This is just you. This is me to you. And if you happen to get it right, I will recognize you on the next show. I'll mention your name. So shoot me a note, text me, email me. All my info's in the show notes. So go down below. And if you know this or want to take a stab at it, let me know. Okay, here it goes. Now, here's the preface to this. 98% of Harvard students got this riddle wrong, but 83% of kindergartners got it right. Okay, so here we go. The riddle is, I turn polar bears white, and I will make you cry. I make guys have to pee, and girls comb their hair. I make celebrities look stupid, and normal people look like celebrities. I turn pancakes brown and make your champagne bubble. If you squeeze me, I'll pop. But if you'll look at me, you'll pop. Can you guess the riddle? Okay, I'll say that one more time. The riddle is, I turn polar bears white, and I will make you cry. I make guys have to pee, and girls comb their hair. I make celebrities look stupid, and normal people look like celebrities. I turn pancakes brown and make your champagne bubble. If you squeeze me, I'll pop, but if you'll look at me, you'll pop. Can you guess the riddle? Now, keep in mind, 98% of Harvard students got it wrong. 83% of kindergartners got it right. Okay. Explain that one. All right, everybody. So I was coming out of an airport not long ago, and, I got my bags and stuff, and I'm waiting for the Uber. I'd ordered an Uber, and you know how you kind of, depending on the airport, you go to the curb or whatever. And I'm in this area, I'm waiting for the Uber, and it's like there's probably 5 or 7 of us standing there, and there's a cop that is directing traffic. Now, I get it. The cops have tough jobs at airports because everybody wants to stop and wait, and, they get the tough job of really hustling people along, and nobody wants to listen to them, this and that. Well, this cop was just a beast. I mean, talk about an angry, almost it was like he wanted to fight somebody. Like he was out there in the traffic just going nuts, like pointing at people and waving them off, really aggressive and yelling and just pointing at people. My Uber came to, kind of try and pull up, and he was yelling at him, pointing at him, and just shuffling everybody off. And he just had so much like anger that it just created so much stress. Like I looked over at the people next to me, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like, I truly feel like this guy's going to hurt somebody. It was really odd. I've never seen anything like it before. And just one after another, it was like no car could do right. If they went too slow, he was on them. If they went too fast, if they turned the wrong way, if their tires were pointing the wrong way, if their windows were down, if their windows were up, it just was like, this guy was going nuts. And I remember thinking, and literally we were all like so tense. I got in the Uber. I'm like, just please drive away from here. Please just let's get in a peaceful spot. It was weird. And I don't know what happened in that cop's day or life, and maybe there was something, maybe that was very atypical. Maybe every day he's kind of normal and chill, and this was just an outlier type of day, or maybe something bad happened. I mean, that's very possible. Things happen, and you kind of take it into your work life and take it out sometimes on other people. I really don't know. I just know that everybody around there was incredibly tense, and he was having a really significant negative impact on everybody that came around. So contrast that with, I live in Holly Springs, North Carolina. So there's a road that has construction or has had construction for a long time, right around where I live. And I remember driving to the gym. It was probably 6 a.m, and there was traffic on this road because there was construction, and there was a traffic cop. There was somebody who was directing traffic, but it was a totally different experience. So this cop was absolutely just loving what she was doing. She was on the side and she was waving at people and, kind of dancing and smiling and just, kind of just having fun out there. And it was 6 o'clock in the morning. Like everybody's tired and groggy. But I drove by her and it's like, she's waving at everybody. I'm waving at her and, hey, how you doing? And it was just like one of these things that you had to do. Like you could not smile. You could not wave almost. And despite the fact that there was traffic and we're moving pretty slowly, it added like this bright spot to my day, like in the morning. It was kind of cool. And then I went to the gym. I came back probably an hour and a half later and she was still there and she was still dancing around and having fun and waving and smiling and just kind of taking this mundane task and turning it into something really fun and making everybody else have fun. Like everybody that drove by left that interaction better than they came. So they literally left in a better mood, in better spirits, with a better attitude than they came into that traffic with. And what I think about a lot is there's two people, the same, in essence, job, the same circumstances, the same environment, slightly different situations, but pretty much the same thing, yet on total opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of how they were thinking and what they were thinking about and what they chose to think about and what their attitude was. One was looking at it miserably and making everybody else miserable because of it. The other was looking at it in a totally different perspective. If you heard my last podcast, I talked about perspective, and one way to look at it is, you get stressed or frustrated about things you have to do. I got to do this. I got to go, take the kids here. I got to go do this, prepare for this test or this presentation or whatever. And instead, think about changing it to I get to, right? I get to take the kids to their sporting events. I get to prepare for this big keynote. I get to do this project. I get to take this test. It's a whole different attitude, right? It's a whole different perspective. So this cop had this perspective that she gets to do this. She had fun with it. And because of that, like her whole attitude was different and everybody's attitude around her was different. Everybody she came in contact with. So that's just the thing that always amazes me about leadership is how influential we all are and how we can control how we look at something, right? And what our attitude is. We can just hit the pause button. If I'm getting into a bad place mentally because of stuff I have to do, I can choose. Nobody else can, but I can choose to hit the pause button and reset my thinking and say, you know what? It's a beautiful day out here. I get to do this and interact with all these people and direct traffic on a beautiful day, right? I get to do this. I have a job. I get to be outside. Like whatever way you have to look at it, that's a choice that people make. And we all have that every single day, right? We start the day and we have things in front of us. And you know this because you've done it before, I'm sure, where you kind of start down a path. You start a day and you kind of start thinking and you're like, I got this, I got that. Stress starts building up. I mean, you ever have a morning where you wake up stressed? Oh, it's horrible, right? There's almost no way to have a great day when you're starting the day like that. If you let yourself continue down that path, you've got to just hit the pause button and think through, be conscious of what you're saying to yourself and change your perspective. You've got to it's a choice that you make to change your attitude. So, and change how you think about stuff. So I thought that was really cool. Two really different experiences with two people really kind of faced with the same situation. One a great positive impact and influence on others. The other, really negative, not good. So your choice into what side of that spectrum you want to be. So in any event, I'm looking forward to hearing your guesses on the riddle. As always, I appreciate you listening. Go down below, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Take care.